as a plus b equals to 4, and we are here a is greater than 0 and b is greater than or a is greater than or equal to 0 and b is greater than or equal to 0. This indicates that we need to find the whole number solutions to the equation. Or else, let me rephrase it, whole number solution or non-negative integer solutions to the equation. Now what I'll do is, since a is greater than or equal to 0 and b is greater than or equal to 0, I will add 1 to these, to both sides of equality. So it will become, what happens here is, we are getting a plus 1 greater than or equal to 1 and b plus 1 greater than or equal to 1, right? Now, so instead of writing a here, you can also do it in this way. We are adding plus 1 to this side of the equation, so we'll substitute a with some x, which is a plus 1, and b, and we'll substitute b with some y. We'll write y as b plus 1 because we are, and we'll say we'll take x greater than or equal to 1 and y greater than or equal to 1. What have we done here is, we have simply written here, when a is greater than 0 or b is greater than or 0, I've added 1 to this side, and I've added 1 to this side, I've added 1 this side, and I've added 1 this side. So whatever to the left hand side of this inequality, I have put it as, named it as x. To the right hand side, I have named it as y. Now, because a is greater than or equal to 0, if a is 0, x will be equal to 1. So x will be greater than or equal to 1 and y will also be greater than or equal to 1. Now I'll substitute this x and y in this equation. So a will be x minus 1 and b would be y minus 1. So I'll substitute these two in that equation. So x minus 1 plus y minus 1 equals to 4. So x plus y will be equal to 6. It is, since it is 6 and x comma y are greater than or equal to 1, we know the solutions to this will be 6 balls on the table. So there will be 5 gaps. I'll select 1. So this will give me the whole number solutions to the equation or non-negative integer solution to this equation. So what have we done? We have simply added 1 to both sides of this equation, and whatever value we have named it as x and y, and then we have substituted a b with this things which we have with x minus 1 and y minus 1 respectively in this equation, and we have converted it into a problem where we were which we were familiar with, because we know how to find the number of natural number solutions to the equation. We have converted it to that, and we have found the number of whole number solutions to the original equation. Now let us look at this question. This question states that we need to find the number of natural numbers and whole number solution exists for this equation, which is given as a plus b plus c as 8. Now natural number solutions would be when a greater than or equal to 1, b greater than or equal to 1, and c greater than or equal to 1. we had 8 balls, so we will have 7 gaps. I will select any 2 gaps. This will be the natural number solution. Number of natural number solutions. Now for whole number solutions, a plus b plus c is 8, a greater than or equal to 0, b greater than or equals to 0, and c greater than or equal to 0. So this will be replaced with x minus 1, this will be replaced with y minus 1, this will be replaced with z minus 1. So it will be x plus y plus z, and minus 1 minus 1 minus 1, when it goes to the other side, this will become 11. 8 plus 3, which is 8 plus 3. And we know that x will be greater than or equal to 1. Similarly, y greater than or equal to 1, z greater than or equal to 1. So we will have 11 balls, 10 gaps would be there. So out of which I need to select 2 gaps. This will give me the number of whole number solutions to the equation. Now let us move on to another question. This question states that a plus b plus c plus d is less than or equal to 30. It can be equal to 30 and it can be less than or less than 30. So, and it is given that a comma b comma c comma d are all greater than or equal to 0. So indirectly he is asking to find the whole number solutions or non-negative integer solutions to this equation. So since this left hand side of this inequality is less than or equal to 30, I will add something to the left to this to make it equal to 30. This thing which I have added, it should be greater than or equal to 0, because if it is 0, a plus b plus c plus d is equals to 30. Still the condition given in the question is valid, so that's why it should be greater than or equal to 0. Now we have an equation where a plus b plus c plus d plus e is 30, and all the variables that are a comma b comma c comma d comma e are all greater than or equal to 0. So in this case it will become x plus y plus z plus some k plus L, whatever it may be, is equals to 35, because minus 1 will be 5 times, that will be moved to the right hand side, so we will get 35 there. So 35 balls on the table, there will be 34 gaps. Select 4 because there are 5 variables. This will give the number of whole number solutions to this equation. So let us solve this question. It says that a plus b plus c is equals to 8, and a is greater than or equal to minus 1, b is greater than or equal to minus 2, and c is greater than or equal to minus 3. Now we are familiar with solving equations where the variables, say anything like a comma b comma c, are greater than or equal to 1. So we will make it. What we'll do is, when here it is given a is greater than or equal to minus 1, I'll simply add 2 over here and 2 over here, and b is greater than or equal to minus 2 is given, I'll simply add 3 over here and 3 to this side. Similarly, if it is minus 3, so I'll add 4 over here and 4 over here. Now I'll name this as x, name this as y, and name this as z. So, and a will be x minus 2, b will be y minus 3, and z will be c minus 4. I'll substitute these values of a, b, c here. So what I am going to get is x plus y plus z as 8 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, which is 9. 9 plus 8 is nothing but 17. So there are 17 balls on the table. We will have 16 gaps. 2 variables are there, so 16 C2 is the answer. Now let us look at another question. This question is similar to the earlier question. So a plus b plus c plus d is equals to 20, and a is given as greater than 3, b is given as greater than 1, c is given as greater than or equal to 0, and d is given as greater than or equal to 5. So I will subtract minus 4 here. I'll write d minus 4 over here. I'll add 1 over here. I will add similarly c plus 1. We need not do anything to this. And a plus 3, I need minus 2 over here and a minus 2 over here. So name this as, say, certain k1. Let this be b itself. This is k2 and this is k3. So instead of a, I'll write k1 plus 2, and b will remain as such. And c, instead of c, I'll write k2 minus 1, and instead of d, I'll write k3 plus 4. This is equals to 20. So I have k1 plus b plus k2 plus k3 is equals to 20 minus 6 plus 1. So this is nothing but 14 plus 1 is 15. So 15 balls on the table. I will have 14 gaps. I'm dealing with 4 variables. I'll select any 3. That's it. Now let us move to another question. This question says that find the number of non-negative integral solutions to the system of equations. Equations given are a plus b plus c plus d plus e is equals to 20, and it is given as a plus b plus c is equals to 5. We are asked to find the non-negative integral solutions. As we know, non-negative integral solutions means a comma b comma c comma d comma e are greater than or equal to 0. So we'll substitute a plus b plus c equal to 5 in this equation. We'll get d plus e as 15, and we know that d is greater than or equal to 0 because it is given non-negative solutions, and e is also greater than 0. I'll add 1 to either of both the equations. So this will be d plus 1 greater than or equal to 1, e plus 1 greater than or equal to 1. This will be, I named it as x, this will I name it as y. So d is nothing but x minus 1, and y, e is nothing but y minus 1. Both minus 1s to the right hand side, will get 17, and there will be 16 gaps. I'll select any one. Similarly, a plus b plus c is equals to 5. So this is nothing but it will become x plus y plus z, or else x1 plus y1 plus z1 is equals to 8, because 3 minus 1s when shifted to the right you will get 8 here, and there will be 7 gaps. I'll select any 2 gaps. Now one event is happening. This event has happened. After that we have solved this question, so we have to multiply this. Fundamental principles of multiplication. This is the answer. Now let us solve another question. This question states that we need to find again the whole number solutions, or whole number solutions. So given equation is a plus b plus c plus 4d is equals to 20. D can be 0, it can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4, can it be 5? No. If D is 5, okay, D can be 5, because if D is 5, then A equal to 0, B equal to 0, C equal to 0. So that is possible. So D can take all these values. So let's start with this one. D is equals to 0. That means A plus B plus C is equals to 20, and A comma B comma C are all greater than or equal to 0. So when we solve this question, this part, it will be to the right hand side, it will be 23, so it will be 22 gaps will be there. I'll select any two. When D is equals to 1, A plus B plus C will be 16, so right hand side will become 19. There will be 18 gaps. I'll select 2. Now if A plus B plus C is when D is equals to 2, A plus B plus C will be 12. We will select 2. This will be 14. It is 12, so add plus 3 to the right, so it will become 15. There will be 14 gaps. Similarly, A plus B plus C is equals to 12. When this is 12, this will be 8, so we will have 10 C2. In this case, when A plus B plus C is equals to when D is equals to 4, it will be 4, so we will have 6 C2. In this case, we will have 2 C2. Here, if you notice, this is decreasing by 4, by 4, by 4, and by 4, because multiplying thing with the D is 4. Now let us move to another question. In this question, we need to find positive integral solution. Positive integral solution means natural number solutions. So natural number solution means A comma B comma C are greater than or equal to 1. Here given equation is A plus B plus 3C is less than or equal to 30. So it can be equal to 30 and it can be less than or equal to 30. Now since A plus B plus 3C is less than or equal to 30, I will add something to the left hand side of this inequality, so that I will make that this left hand side equal to 30. So let me add D and make this, convert this inequality into an equation. Now the D, it can be greater than or equal to 0. Now what are the values which C can take? Suppose C is 1 as given here. It has to start from 1. Suppose it is 1, then A plus B plus D will be 27, and here D is greater than or equal to 0, so we'll add plus 1 over here, so we'll get 28. So 28 means there will be 28 balls, so 27 gaps will be there. I'll select any two. Similarly, when C is equals to 2, A plus B plus D would be equals to 24. Here we are going to get 24 C2. This will reduce by each one will reduce by 3. So we'll go on, it keeps on going for every value of C till 3 C2. If we add all these things, we'll get the final number of positive integral solutions. Now let us solve this question. This question states that we need to find the number of integral solutions to the system of equations where it is written as A comma B comma C. So it is written as A plus B plus C as 43, and the condition given here is A comma B comma C are non-negative distinct integers. This term distinct, we will highlight it because this is the condition given in the question. We need to find non-negative as well as distinct integers. Non-negative means they can start from 0. A is greater than or equal to 0, B is greater than or equal to 0, and C is greater than or equal to 0. Now when all these things so now, because now we need to find whole number solutions, so it will become x plus y plus z is equals to 46. So 45 gaps will be there. I'll select any two. When we have done this thing, we have not taken into account whether the triplet which we are forming, say a comma b comma c, that is solving this equation, whether are they distinct or not, we do not know. So now let us solve that part here. If we assume that a is equals to b, say there will be three cases here, that is in this triplet a comma b comma c, all different or two same or three same. That is a comma b comma c are same, or any two of a comma b comma c are same, or all a comma b comma c are distinct. Now if we see here, if a comma b comma c are all same, then we will get 3a is equals to 43. So this is not possible because 43 is not divisible by 3, so we are not going to get a as an integer, because the range, because a must be greater than or equal to 0 and it must be an integer, because we have written here that it should be a non-negative distinct integer, so it will not be an integer. So this condition, this case, in this, when all the three are same, there is no possibility. Now if two are same, say 2a, a and b are same, plus c is equals to 43. Now that means 2a plus c is equals to 43 means this part is even, this part is odd. Now a is greater than or equal to 0, so if we start with a is equal, if we start with now this, because this is not there, I'll remove this. So we will start with 2a plus c is equals to 43. So if a is equals to 0, that means c is equals to 43. If a is equals to 1, that means c is equals to 41. So if a is equals to, say, 2, then c is equals to 39. So it keeps on going. So what is the last value which a can take? A is equals to 21, then c will be equal to 1. So there are total 22 values which a can take, and c will be accordingly c will have another set of 22 values. So out of 45 C2 which I have got earlier, I need to subtract 22 into 3. Why 3? Because say if we take this case, we are writing 0 comma 0 comma 43, that is a comma b comma c to be 0 comma 0 comma 43. These three can be arranged among themselves in 3 factorial by 2 factorial, which is nothing but 3 ways. So that's why it is 22 multiplied by 3. Now let us move to another question. This question states that a bakery sells 6 different kinds of pastry. If the bakery has at least dozen of each kind, how many different options for a box of dozen pastry are there? What if each box contains at least one kind? So 6 different kinds of pastry, P1 plus P2 plus P3, so on, P4 plus P6, and we need to place it in a box which contains 12 pastries, and given that each box contains at least one kind of pastry, that means P1, P2, P3, P4, P5 are greater than, or P5, P6 are greater than or equal to 1, because each box must contain at least one of each kind. So this is the condition that is given. This is nothing but finding out the natural number solutions to this equation. So there will be 11 gaps. Out of 11 I will select 5. Now let us solve another question. This question states that there are 12 intermediate stations between two places, Delhi and Bangalore. So here there is Delhi, here there is Bangalore. So there are 12 intermediate stations. Just for your understanding, I am writing all this one after another. In how many ways train can be made to stop at 4 of these 12 intermediate stations, such that no 2 of which are consecutive? Suppose if the train is stopping at station 1, it cannot stop at station 2 because they will be consecutive. So we have to make sure that the train does not stop at 2 stations which are consecutive to one another. Overall it has to stop at 4 stations. What I'll do is, because there are 12 stations, say I'll select randomly, I'll select this station, 4 stations I'll select. I have selected this. I have selected this station, this station, this station and this station. Now the gap between these 2 stations, because it has stopped at S2 and next stop I have made it at S6. Let this be denoted by letter B. The gap between these 2, let this be denoted by letter C. The gap between these 2, let this be denoted by letter D. Now after this, whatever is there, let it be E, let this be A. Now because we have to make sure that no 2 stops, no 2 stations at which the train has stopped are consecutive, that means I need to make sure that B is greater than or equal to 1. Similarly, C is greater than or equal to 1. Gap must be at least 1. And D is greater than or equal to 1. Now what about A and E? A is, because we have selected S2, in this case A is 1. If we select S1, A is 0. So it should be greater than or equal to 0. Similarly, E should be greater than or equal to 0. If E is 0, that means we have selected S12. If A is 0, that means we have selected S1. Now if we add these things, so the equation which we are going to form is A plus B plus C plus D plus E should be 8, because 12 stations were there, already 4 are selected, remaining is 8. And moreover, we know that for these are all greater than or equal to 1. We need to make this one and this part of this equation to be greater than or equal to 1. So solve this equation. So we will write this as B plus C plus D plus some K1 plus some K2. That's 10. So there will be 9 gaps. 10 balls are placed, and we are dealing with say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 variables. So we have to select 4 gaps. So this is the final answer. Now let us take a look at another similar type of question. This question states that there are 20 intermediate stations between two places, say Delhi and Bangalore. So there are 20, S1, S2, S3 till 20, S10, S11, 12, 13, 14 till say S20, and train can stop at 3 of these stations. So let me select this as S3. I have selected S8 as another station, S12 as another station, S20 as another station. So 3 stations, so I cannot select this, so I have selected these 3 stations. But there must be minimum 3 stops between these intermediate stoppings. That means the gap between these two, so let it be A, so let it be B, let it be C. So B is greater than, there should be minimum 3 stops, so is greater than 3, and C, it should also be greater than 3. In how many ways the train can reach its destination? Now the gap, now this portion let it be A, this portion let it be D. Now A, it has to be greater than or equal to 0, and similarly D has to be greater than or equal to 0, and B should be greater than or equal to 3, C should be greater than or equal to 3. So I'll add -2 to this, -2 to this, so this will become B -2, and this will become say C -2, and I will add 1 to this, so 1 here, 1 here, so this will become A plus 1. Similarly this will become D plus 1. So what is going to happen finally is we are going to form an equation, say let it be K1 plus K2. So initial equation would be A plus B plus C plus D. Out of 20, 3 are selected, 3 are already gone, so there will be 17. In this 17, we have to subtract, we have to add 2 here for A and B, A and D, so it will become 19, and then we have to add another, then we have to subtract another 4 for B and C, so this will eventually become 15. Some x plus y plus z plus k, assume that there is this, out of this 15 there will be 14 gaps, I need to select 3, so this is the final answer. Now let us look at this question. This question states that how many sets of 3 numbers can be formed from the numbers given in this set if no two or consecutive numbers are to be in this set. That means we are having 1, 2, 3, 4 till 20. So set of 3 numbers, say I have selected 2, then I have selected say 6, then I have selected say 19. These 3 numbers I have selected. The gap here, let it be B, let this be C. B should be greater than or equal to 1 because no 2 are consecutive, and C should also be greater than or equal to 1. Similarly, to the left of this is A, to the right of this is B, so say D. So A is greater than 0 and D is greater than 0. So we are having an equation where A plus B plus C plus D is equals to 17, because out of 20, 3 are selected, so remaining is 17. So as we already done here, this will be x plus B plus C plus y, which is 19. So 19 means 18 gaps are there, out of which I will select 3. So now let us look at this question. We need to find number of solutions to the equation A plus B plus C is equals to 48, wherein A, B, C are distinct positive, and A is less than B is less than C. So three conditions are there. They must be distinct, they must be positive, and the three must follow this condition as well, where A is less than B is less than C. Now, first of all, they are looking for, they said that A comma B comma C are positive integers. Positive integers means we are working where A can be greater than 1, B can be greater than or equal to 1, or C can be greater than or equal to 1. We need to find number of natural number solutions, and the solutions must be such that A comma B comma C are distinct, and also there is this condition which we need to keep in mind. Now, since A plus B plus C is 48, and we know this condition, so there will be 47 gaps. I will select 2 gaps. Now, in this solution, these many number of solutions are there, number of natural number solutions are there, out of these many number of natural number solutions, let us solve this completely. 47 C2 is nothing but 47 into 46 divided by 2, which is 23. So this is nothing but 23 into 47. Let us leave it here, we shall solve it later. Now, out of these many solutions, that is 27 into 47, there will be 23 into 47, there will be 3 different scenarios where A comma B comma C are different, all different, any two same, that is either A is equal to B, or any two of A comma B comma C are same, all 3 same. Now, if all 3 are same, say let it be 3A is equals to 48, so A will be equal to 16. So there will be one solution, A 16 comma 16 comma 16. So there will be one solution. Now, if 2 are same, say 2A plus C is equals to 48. So A can take the value from, say, here it is starting with 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4 till say 24. If it is 24, this will be 48, and C has to be 0, so it can take till 23 itself. Accordingly, C will have some value. If A is 1, then C is 46, or else if this is 4, this will be 44, and so on. If it is 23, C will be 2. So in this way, so we are going to have 23 cases. So in 23 cases, what is going to happen is, say if one of the cases 1 comma 1 comma, so this we need not solve this, because this is the desired thing. From total number of cases, we will subtract this case and this case, we will get this case, which A comma B comma C are distinct. So in this, if A is 1, B is 1, and C is 46, so these 3 can arrange among themselves in 3 factorial by 2 factorial ways, which is nothing but 3 ways. So for this, as such, there will be 23 such triplets. 2 comma 2 comma 44 is one of them. So there will be keep on going till 23. So this is nothing but total number of cases here when any two are same are 23 multiplied by 3, right? So total number of distinct natural solutions is distinct natural number solution is 23 into 47 minus 23 into 3. So this will be 23 into 44. The total number of distinct natural numbers is 23 into 47 minus 67, which is 1087 minus 67, which will be equal to 1014. Now let us take a case where a comma b comma c are distinct and are able to solve this equation a plus b plus c as 48. So suppose c is 22 and this is 10, so 32 is over and a is 16, so we are getting total 48 here. So now we are having 16, 10, 22. These three represent a, b, c. They can be arranged in a, b into a or b or c in 3 factorial ways, which is total 6 ways. So here, what are those 6 ways? 6 is nothing but here 16, 22, 10, followed by, so if it is starting with 10, 16, 22, if it is 10, 16, here it will be 22, 16, 22 and 16. If it is starting with 22, here it will be 16, 10, starting with 22, here it will be 10, 16. So these are the 6 ways in which these three a, b, c, when they are distinct, can be arranged. Now out of these 6 ways, the condition that is given here is a is less than b is less than c. So how many are there, how many cases are there where a is less than b is less than c? For one triplet, that is a, b, c, we are able to get a is less than b and b is less than c, a is less than b and b is less than c. So this is only one case. Out of 6 I am getting only one case. So out of these many numbers, that is 1014, I will get only 1/6 of them to be distinct, positive and satisfying this condition, which is 169 is the answer to this question.